The reason that I got into this form of leadership is because I wanted to have systemic impact. And that, I think that's just, I wanted to have systemic impact, and I don't think there's anything better or worse about systemic impact than impact on each individual's life. That's just a personal thing for me, that if I was gonna go into something with everything that I have for the rest of my life, and make the sacrifices needed, I wanted to do it in a way that could affect everybody, not just affect a few people. But I didn't actually know what that meant when I was 26. I probably still don't know as I'm sitting here. I think I have a much better grasp of it now. But understanding scale, you need to go through the process of even building a business from 1 person to 50 people so that you can understand how you get to 100, to 1,000, to 10,000, you know. But that North Star of large-scale systemic change has always been there. And so where we are now is at a really exciting point where I think, you know, this is my 8-year anniversary. I'm 34 now. I feel like we're at a point in both the micro incubator and the fund manager where proper scale is possible. On the micro incubator, using this mobile platform, like I said to you before, we supported 2,100 entrepreneurs in 8 years. In 15 days, 3,500 people have downloaded our app. If that app starts to have any kind of efficacy like what the in-person incubator has, it's going to by far outstrip the impact. And already today, what I love is that, you know, well, let me start with what makes me angry and what I hate in South Africa. I hate seeing people who have something in them and then you can't help them to realize that thing. Let's say you go outside the city, or you do it on a daily basis. You see people, say for example, the guy who was selling newspapers in Parkhurst on Sunday, and I was speaking to him. Now he's putting in the work. He's on a Sunday all day there trying to make some money. People don't want to buy newspapers anymore, so he's struggling with that. It's just an arduous, horrible job. And I talked to him about, okay, well, what other options do you have? He said, I'm very interested in, I want to make money, I want to start my own business, but I don't really know how. So now I'm talking to him at the street corner, and how am I supposed to help him? This intervention is a way to help every single person who wants something, who wants an opportunity in life, but now hasn't had a real opportunity. It's at least something. It might not be going to Harvard, but it's something to start and get on the ladder. So I'm happy about that. But the next step is like, how much impact does it really have? And so the goal of that is not just to launch across South Africa, but to go across the whole continent, across the developing world, giving informal micro-entrepreneurs, the kind of people who have never really been paid attention to by the formal sector, paid attention to by society, giving people real opportunity to make more money and improve their lives through business. And we're on that, like we're going really hard at that now. We want 20,000 people using the app and the associated system in the next 3 months. And in the next, I mean, as soon as possible, but to be across the continent, across the developing world. I think we're looking at starting a pilot in Kenya in January next year.